It's week 7 of the 2026 season. And coming up next is the Commanders' burner at wide receiver. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Commanders and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes that's the most difficult step, right?
Shut up!
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just let his team do a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Here we go.
Fields now on second down. Now a screen set up for Harris. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Here we go.
We'll try to run for it with Harris. He will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. Another run here with Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Harris again. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's a Steeler first down. A run with Harris. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Steelers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. With that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd and short, and it's Daniels. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. On 4th down, here's Ty Zentner to kick it.
Get out that door.
This one fielded out beyond the 25.
Why are you opening the front door? Oh, go on back upstairs with your sister.
And he's been a real threat in the red zone.
Oh, she in the bathroom.
The NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Fields.
Initially, Mike, a really good job.
Yes.
Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback.
You did. Good girl.
A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's Harris. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pickup there by the back to pick up the first down.
On 1st down, right back to Harris. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run. Here's Harris. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. That's the veteran safety, Marshawn Lattimore, bringing him down. They face 2nd down and 7.
Black.
Send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
Go get one for her.
Now it's Harris.
Help her, yeah.
He's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. 3rd down, 3 to go. They run it over center with Harris. He will have a Steelers first down. It was 3rd and 3, and they picked up 6. A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Second down and 8. Fields to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Patterson now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. In the books. It's the Steelers with the early lead. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Open man downfield is Brown. A gain there of 27 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing now, Daniels. That is brought in at the 10. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how it goes back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. By a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Here we go, guys.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give left side to Harris. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Back to throw is Fields. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Now Fields. There's a short one, but he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's picked up by one of his teammates. On 1st down, it's Harris. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Fields. Look underneath here for Harris. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Excuse me.
On the ground, this is Harris. And he's fighting and trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. His kick is good. And the Steelers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Patterson now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. Remember, he had a touchdown on the ground earlier, something he's been able to do frequently this season, as you see where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks in rushing TDs. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. The ball's deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And that is caught. Travis Kelce. And he's into the end zone. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Commanders. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. Whoa. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here we go, son. Set.
A 1st down throw for Fields. To the tight end, Freiermuth. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Here we go. Right.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. Into the hands of Pickens. And he's going to have the 1st down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Here we go.
1st down. Fields. A pass taken in by Harris. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Here we go, son. Set.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he finds his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go, son. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking.
Here we go.
Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Oh.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers is going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Patterson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They'll go. Here's Daniels. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Don't jump. Ready? Tonight.
On the give, it's Harris. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, hurry up.
On the handoff, it's Harris. That's powerful running. Lowers the shoulder and picks up 4.
Here we go, son.
3rd and 6.
Tonight.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
Tonight.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
4th down, Fields. Going up top. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Commanders 1st down. Patterson motioning over. On the give, it's Robinson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And it's going to be a Commanders 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45. On 1st and 10, Fields. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Here we go, son. Go.
Here's Harris. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
Here we go.
Off the play action, here's Fields. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Over the top, he's got it. Touchdown, Steelers. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Throwing is Fields. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's sitting.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So, 3 quarters have come. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. To the ground, a 1st down run. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Daniels now going to look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Washington. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. Oh, yeah. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Tonight.
Play action now for Fields. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down.
They run it over center with Harris. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3.
Here we go.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tonight.
Another run here with Harris. Oh, a loose football. The Commanders come up with it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then
in trouble. Down he goes.
the defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And that's going to be in. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. Turn it over on downs.
Don't jump. Ready? Do it.
Now it's Harris. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to Harris again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
Fields. He's got his tight end. That's Fryermuth. 7 so far in this. So this one in the win column for the Steelers.